Welcome to the vlog.
Welcome to the vlog.
Welcome to the vlog.
Welcome to the fucking vlog.
Welcome to the vlog. Welcome to the vlog. Welcome to the vlog. Welcome to the vlog.
Ready? And go.
Welcome to the vlog.
First day back in class. I have 10 minutes until my German class. I feel pretty good. I think that we'll have to see. I'm excited to meet my profs today. I don't really have any big expectations. So I had my first class, which was German, and then I did some shopping for my grandparents. I went on a quick run, got some PRs, and then I got home. When I was home, I did some cooking. I made some yams and potatoes that were like lemony, and then I made some eggplant and tofu, which were like soy sauce and sesame seed, and then I had pragmatic. Just took a shower, and now I'm waiting for my last class of the day to start. So far, it's really just been syllabus stuff. They've just been like going through what we're gonna learn and the expectations for the course, which has been pretty low key. I have one more class left for the day, and then I have some work that I have to do, but that's related to my RA position, so not technically homework. And I'm hoping to also write my discussion post for German, introducing myself. A part of that course that's kind of intimidating, and the prof even acknowledged this, was that the whole workbook is actually in German. My previous workbooks have been talking about the grammar in English and then giving the examples in German, but now we've kind of switched over to having everything in German. And she said there's a bit of a learning curve, but then once you get used to it, it's a really good way to like actually immerse yourself in the language, which I totally agree, but I am a little nervous about it. Had comp sci, chilled in front of the fireplace, and then had dinner. I'm just chilling in bed now. I'm super sleepy, but it's only like 8. I'm gonna try and stay awake a bit longer and then maybe just go to bed early. On Tuesday morning, I went over to Molly's apartment to set up her second monitor because she asked me to. Okay, so my philosophy class, which I was kind of looking forward to, is completely asynchronous, which is a huge disappointment because it's completely up to you to stay up to date with the course, which to me is extremely annoying. I just can see how it could get left behind really easily. It's just gonna take a little bit more scheduling efforts on my part to try and do well. The actual course is just 3 1,500 word papers, which isn't the worst thing in the world, so I'm hoping that it ends up being just busy work, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna watch some of the lectures now. I did the reading and lecture for Phil, and then I did comp sci reading. I'm about to start my last class of the day. Exciting news. A former student that I TA'd for last term contacted me and asked me to be a reference, which is super exciting. It makes me feel old, but in a good way, or wise. Maybe that's a better word. I feel very wise and flattered. I got in these pimple patches, so I'm hoping that'll help with my mask acne. Not really much going on right now. I'm excited to ski tonight. I've been putting off 2 tasks, which I don't even know why I'm putting them off, it's just random, but I don't want to introduce myself in German for some reason, and I don't want to do my work for the lab. I think it comes from a place of being anxious that I won't be able to do it and feeling like my work won't be adequate, but then if I don't do it, I'm giving myself even less time to do it, and I don't know. I should start today, and once I start, you kind of get an idea of what you need to do. I went to my semantics class, and then me and my dad went for our ski. It was super wet and cold, but I enjoyed myself for the most part. You get points for going out on days like that. So I found out that I was exposed to COVID-19 today with my sister, and upset, annoyed for a couple of reasons. It's just really frustrating. We had pizza, but I had to eat it in my room, and then I watched a movie with Turner. Going to bed now. I'm upset, but at the same time, I think that I have to realize how lucky I am given the circumstance. We don't know if Molly is positive or negative yet. No, if I'm sick yet, obviously I'm going to isolate. I just shouldn't catastrophize everything. And then also, I found out the day I was exposed, so I didn't inadvertently expose anyone else. As long as everyone is okay at the end of the day, that's what matters. I went to German class and did some work for the lab, and then I went to my pragmatics class. In all honesty, I feel like shit. I just feel sad and annoyed at myself. I've just been doing schoolwork. I'm gonna work out in the living room, and maybe that'll make me feel better. I don't know, but whatever, we'll see. I just feel really annoyed at everything and really frustrated. Hopefully working out of it will make me feel better. Just finished the workout, went pretty well. Do feel better, but still waiting on results for my sister. It's just annoying because it's like the prettiest day of 2021 so far, and I just am inside the whole day. And I know that there are worse things that could happen. I know that given the circumstances, this isn't the worst outcome. I'm allowed to be annoyed that it's the first day, like this first beautiful day of 2021, and I can't go out. I'm just happy no one's home right now so that I can be outside in the hallway without wearing a mask or anything, and I can eat wherever I want in the house. You know, stuff like this, I guess, is kind of a reset for how seriously I'm taking it. Not that I wasn't taking it seriously before, but obviously I thought it was okay to go help my sister, even if it was just for 15 minutes in her apartment. And even though we were wearing masks, it was still something that put me at risk. It's just something that I have to take responsibility for. I do have this feeling that I never want to trust anyone again, but I think that's just me being dramatic.
I went to computer science, had some dinner, and then I just did some more readings for school.
Good news, Molly's test came back negative. Very relieving, but I'm still gonna take it easy for the next little bit. So it's a really nice morning, and I don't actually have like a formal class until 2 o'clock, so I'm gonna go on a short walk, come back and read up on my philosophy class.
On Thursday, I went for a walk to get some steps in. It was really fun, and then I went home, did some reading for philosophy and watched the lecture, and then I was programming for a while, went to semantics class, and also made some really good tofu.
So I just did a workout at home, and I have some tofu baking in the oven. I think I'm just going to take a break and lie in bed and relax for a bit, and then eat dinner and then do homework.
Like I said, the tofu was really good, so I had a really yummy dinner that night, and then I mostly just did homework. Like, it was a busy night, but then afterwards it was late, but I watched Attack on Titan with Turner. On Friday I went for a walk before my German class, and I saw otters at Lost Lagoon. They were so cute and playful. I have never seen otters that close before. It was very special. Then I got back and had German class, and then I did some more work for the lab.
I just had my lunch. It was so colorful and delicious. I have an hour until my next class starts. After my next class, I have a meeting with my supervisor, and then I have my final class of the day. Kind of sucks that like I have a class from 4 to 5 on a Friday, because last term I had all of Friday afternoons off, which were great, and now that's not the case anymore. I think I might go for a run after my meeting with my supervisor. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on in my head.
I also started a sourdough loaf.
So I don't think I actually have linguistics on Fridays, and instead we do a quiz, but I've already done the quiz because I didn't realize that. I don't know. Okay, I guess that gives me time to go on a run before my meeting with my supervisor.
It was such a perfect day for my run. I was really happy with it, and I got home and did my meeting.
My meeting with my supervisor went well. It was actually like an hour long. Usually we just take half an hour, but I guess we had a lot to discuss. The main point was that I have a really big coding task for this week, and she even admitted like there's a huge learning curve to it, which is kind of intimidating. And last week when I had a small coding task, like I waited till the last minute to do it, which I can't do this time. Like I literally cannot do it. Like I'm looking at what I have to do, and there's so much, like I need to space it out. Everything's okay. I'm gonna be okay. If I get started on it tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday, I know that I'll be going into the week with more confidence.
I got home and baked some beets and sweet potatoes, and then I had a bath, FaceTimed my grandparents, which was nice, and then my dad made pasta, so I enjoyed that, and just kind of relaxed on Friday night. On Saturday, I baked my bread.
So I baked my bread, and that turned out pretty well. Unfortunately, I kind of am feeling like uncomfortable because of my skin. Like I just feel like I'm breaking out, and then I'm having like really dry skin around here, which like just doesn't look great. I don't know, but I don't feel like doing anything. I guess this is a good day to just like do a longer walk and listen to podcasts or an audiobook. It's almost noon, and after like an hour of lying in bed and like trying to convince myself to go, I'm finally going. I put on my little Uzi Vert hoodie because I feel like it's just like I really like the hoodie and I don't wear it very often because it's white and I'm scared of staining it, but like I'm not eating or doing anything, so it makes me feel cute. And I'm gonna go outside and walk for a while, and I know I'll feel better once I get back. I just need to make the step of like leaving the house.
I ended up going on a 15-kilometer walk. I know it seems excessive, but I saw a lot of cute animals and it was nice to be out of the house for an extended period of time. When I got home, I had some bread. It was so delicious. Like, bread is always the best the first day you make it. And then I got to coding. We ordered Mila for dinner and I edited the vlog. And then I played backyard with Silk and Gia. It's really fun. Like, I definitely recommend it for like a Zoom night.
Just did a workout in my room. It was pretty fun. I'm gonna meet up with Silk later. We're just gonna, I'm looking forward to that. Not looking forward to having to code later today, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world, right?
So I bust out to meet up with Silk and it was really nice. I haven't been to Rain or Shine in forever. She got the snickerdoodle flavor and I got the berry and waffles, although it kind of just tasted like vanilla. I had a really good time seeing her. It's nice to get out of the house and like actually have a human connection.
I just took a nap. Super nice. I think I needed it after last night's sleep. Gonna make dinner and then do homework.
I ate dinner and watched some Cody Co, and then I got to programming again and finally installed SQL on my computer, and then we did backyard with some of the camp people. It was a lot of fun, and they had like a Cards Against Humanity part, so we watched that, and then afterwards me and Turner watched John Mulaney's special. Super funny.
We're at the end of a week now. It was definitely a stressful one. Not stressful for school, I guess stressful for personal life, but I'm glad that it's like mostly resolved now. I do have like a feeling of like senioritis coming up, so that's going on. I'm excited for spring. I think that we just have to get through the next couple months and that things will be better very soon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.